Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Florida versus LSU college basketball matchup on Tuesday, February 13th, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pick Dawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK, you'll get 15% off. We also have products meant for people who make big bets, who have big bankrolls, maybe looking for one-on-one style service. We have all that stuff. We call them the Dime Club, and we also have sharp trading plays. And the thing is, though, you can only get these packages by texting the number you see on the screen. They're not available on the website, so go ahead and text. But let's get to this one. Florida taking on LSU. Florida 16-7 on the season. LSU 11-11. And LSU, it always seems to me, feast or famine. You know, it's like either they're really good or they're kind of very, very ordinary or less than ordinary. And the thing is that the Gators kind of playing their best basketball of the season right now. To me, they were one of the more disappointing teams earlier. A lot of high expectations and a lot of coming up short against the good teams. But what we've seen recently in their SEC play is they actually have played really well. Most people out there already know I'm not a Florida fan. I'm from Miami, and, you know, they're a team that we don't generally get along all that well with. But at the same time, you have to give credit where credit is due. And I think the win against Auburn was a resounding beatdown. And I think while we know that, you know, if they play again in the games at Auburn and stuff, it could easily go the other way in the same direction. We still can't take anything away from the Gators because they did that. They also went to Rupp Arena and beat Kentucky. Of course, Kentucky beat them in Florida. So, you know, it was a split series. So, you know, we give a lot of credit to Florida, but we also look at it in a realistic sense as well. LSU, just not a good road team this season, 1-5 straight up, 2-4 against the number. But what we have to look at here also is that this is a big time letdown trap type spot here for Florida because, you know, coming off of that big win against Auburn, 81-65, it was a blowout from the opening seconds. They had lost at Texas A&M by a point in a game they were getting for, but the wins over Kentucky, they had beaten Georgia in a game that they blew a 21-point lead, and the game went to overtime. They didn't cover in that one. They beat Mississippi State, who's pretty good this season. So Florida has been on somewhat of a heater, and while I criticized Golden earlier, I think maybe he is bringing it together. We'll have to see how they finish, though. And I'll tell you, you know, laying this kind of number in the SEC game, not exactly in my wheelhouse, but we'll get to that in just a little bit. LSU has not played well recently. Their only win and cover was against Arkansas. They also covered against Georgia in a game that they lost. But outside of that, playing against the good teams like Alabama, Tennessee, and another game against Alabama, tough scheduling there, and against Auburn as well. None of those games went any well for LSU. I think when we look at the tail of the tape, though, LSU's offense certainly should have some room to operate in this game. Florida's offense is very, very good, and we saw that against Auburn. They also really hit the boards well on the offensive side. When we look at LSU, you know, on their offensive side, they're decent on the boards too. To me, I think this is one of those things where Florida coming off that big win against Auburn, it's just a natural letdown spot, and we're getting plenty of points. I'm going to take LSU, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.